Hello, welcome back. I'm Claire, this is Purple Poppy, and today we are doing some more on our Grungy journal, the one with the soft spine. So today I would like, this is what we did last week, I still love that. Today I would like to put a window in our laboratory, and I'm thinking this is the perfect wall to have a window. So I am using a die cut that I did have two of them, yeah. A die cut. I think that's going to make a pretty nice window up there. I wanted some of that shattered glass to slightly mute whatever picture I end up putting behind. So this is just an image you can get, you know, anywhere. It's out of a water painting book. You might find one in a magazine, whatever. So just one that I feel, you know, is going to be appropriate. I want to see that and some of the water, so something like that. But I'll be honest, when I went to buy some of the shattered window, or whatever it's called, by Tim Holtz, I just refused point blank, I'm afraid, to pay the price. So I ummed and ahed, and I remembered that I had this stamp. And I remembered that I had this ink, which, although it's called baby blue, is almost white. So I pulled out some vellum and I stamped. And now I have got this sort of broken glass. It may not be perfect, but it hasn't cost me all that money. It was something I already had, and when I put my image behind it, you can still see the image. Look, you can still see the image perfectly well, but you've got this muted broken glass in front. So I was really chuffed with that. Now I'm conscious that not all of you will have vellum, and you may not have a stamp like this, but I'm sure you've got something similar. So if you haven't got vellum, this is baking paper, okay. I use it all the time, you know, to cook off my coffee dyed papers. So just stamp onto this. And you can see, I didn't actually do it very well, did I? Try it on the other side. You can see it, it's still there, look. So you could use something like this instead, all right? Just to show you that that's an option if you don't have vellum. But I do. So what I'm going to do is just have a little look, decide. I mean, I sort of feel like I like this one. So I'm basically going to just chop it off, chop a piece off, like so, and obviously I can use that again for more windows. Work out, you know, exactly where I want it, which I think is probably about there. So using only what we need, because yeah, vellum is quite expensive. It's not as expensive as, you know, the acetate that Mr. Holtz has on offer. And so literally just cutting it to size, that's all I'm doing. Making sure I've got enough to glue down. I don't want to have obviously an issue. That goes there like that perfectly well, and we just need to trim some off the bottom. So as I haven't asked, I do apologise. How are you all? Are you all happy, safe and well? What day is it? It's Tuesday. So yesterday was my visit, my monthly visit to my mum. There you go, just like that, okay? And she lives fairly close to an IKEA store. So I took myself, once I left my mum, took myself to IKEA because I wanted to, we're doing the kitchen, whoops, and I wanted, now I'm not going to glue up the middle because I'm frightened of it all splaying out, so I'm just doing around the outside of the windows. Come on, back you go. There we go. So I wanted to go and choose some countertop or worktop, whatever you want to call it. Look at that, is that lovely? And this die, if anybody wants to know, I actually found it on eBay, and I think it was a couple of pounds, so nothing really. I believe it came from China. I had to wait a little while for it to arrive. Right, so I want to make sure that I've got stream and stream bank and that house stroke castle. But now I'm looking, actually, do I want that bridge? No, I want that one. So basically going to cut down here like so. And then we're just gonna, so we're gonna have to do it that way because I want that in one of the panels. Okay, so now I'm going to glue the whole thing on and trim round. I think that's the easiest way. So yeah, I went to IKEA, had a look for the countertop, but while I was there I got myself some lovely tidy trays. So I've been having a bit of a sort out this morning. These lovely little trays, they were 75 pence. It's absolutely ridiculous. So I've just been stacking them up with stuff and having a bit of a tidy up. Right, we are going there like that. So okay, I have used 3 layers, but if you look closely you can still see that stamping, that broken glass. It obviously shows much more on the greenery than it does on the sky because the sky is pale, but that's fine. That's fine by me. I must admit that was part of the reason, although I pulled out this lovely snowy picture, I decided not to use it because it's great without the vellum, but once you put the vellum on, although you can still see the picture beautifully, because the background's so pale you can't see the broken glass effect, so it's quite important to have a dark area. Okay, so whoops, get some scissors. See, now you've been tidying up, Claire, now you can't find anything. And I'm just going to snip straight across the bottom there, across the top there, and then I'm gonna sort of lift it up marginally and trim the edge like that. Because it's fancy, I don't want to be in and out, in and out. So just like that. And there's our window. Get rid of these. they're a bit gluey and I'll have horrible sticky fingers. And we're going to put our window just about there. So glue all of this now. Put a little bit on the knobbles at the end. And just like that, we've turned an old book page into a fabulous window in our laboratory. I love it. I love it a lot. In fact, I love it so much, I'm thinking I might do another one. Yeah, I'm going to do another one. So, let's see. Because you could have windows in more than one room, couldn't you? So, trim all that down like that. And that one, whoops. Obviously I'm going much quicker this time because I've already explained to you what I was doing when we did the last one. So I'm keeping half an ear out for the door because I'm expecting my daughter. So we've done that one. I don't want it on that big pocket, so we're going to need to choose another page and we'll go near the back. This one's already got a pocket on it. That's got a flip. Where are we going to put our other window? We must have another page, surely. Right, well let's put that one in there because that's where it was supposed to go. That was the original one. Perhaps we won't. Do you know what? I think maybe it could go there. There you go, it's going on this one. So that's where my second one is going to go. Now obviously, if you're going to do this and you only want to do one, that's absolutely fine. You don't need to do two. I just think I'd like to because I'm a bit of a fresh air freak. So if I haven't got plenty of windows to open, I do get quite bad tempered. Yeah, I just need air around me. Weird, I know. It's the same reason I very rarely wear anything on my feet. It's weird, I feel sort of in touch with nature when I've got nothing on my feet. I know it sounds mad, but you can like feel the earth. I know, I sound like one of these tree huggers now, don't I? Not that there's anything wrong with that if hugging a tree makes you happy. I'm just a firm believer you should do what makes you happy, and that's the end of that really. So that one is going to go down low there like that. So we've got a high window and a low window. So window pages today, But I've got some new stamps that I was sent to review for Globeland, and I'm thinking that actually, do you know what? They would make an awesome notebook to go in here. So bear with me a second and we will do some, right, sorry, we'll do some stamping and we will make like an accounts book, because obviously the mad scientist, he's got to buy stuff, hasn't he? He's got to keep records. Now I've got this newsprint paper. I've got loads and loads and loads of it because I think I bought a whole box for a couple of years ago. I'm just going to take a couple of pages out, and I'll be honest with you, this is the best paper to create vintage looking, you know, proper vintage looking stuff. Because it's so thin, and vintage paper was very thin, or it is now, you know what I mean. So I've just torn it down to A5, as you've seen. It does make it a little bit too big for my printing tray, but that's absolutely fine. It's so cheap as well, this paper. Now as you'll see, I have already used these because I did a demo of them yesterday. So a quick demo introduction. So I'm going to use black ink because I think that's the best thing. I'm going to stamp the ink on here. Oh, you can see it already still had ink on it from yesterday, so let's get rid of that one. Let's put this one down. If you haven't got a stamping platform, then obviously you can just stamp as usual, but I quite like to use a platform if I can. Now look at that, that's just awesome. Now there is, can't find my sponge that actually goes under here, so let's pull that out and let's put the whole pad down, just of paper, just to make it a little bit firmer. So now that, and because it's this flimsy paper and you can sort of see through in the back, it just works perfect in my opinion. So we'll put that one back. We're going to put that one on there. And I'm just going to go through and stamp them all out, and then I'll show you how we can make a little like receipt folder. Here we go. There's that one. I know it's a longer than usual video today, but I don't think you mind that, do you? Sometimes when you're having fun, you just gotta go for it, basically. Oh, now look, covered in ink. I'm always covered in ink. It would be so much better if I had the black foam that went in here, but hey ho. See, because it's not. That's good enough. We can tear that corner off. I'm probably actually better just doing it on my desk, aren't I? As this is not really working. So let's just use my desk rather than the stamping platform. Okay, we've got another invoicey looking one here. So we need a block. So now, I've obviously got ink all over that block, haven't I? This one we can put on there because we can tear that out. And then we've got this one, which I know you can't see me peeling them off, but I've got enough desk space. And I'm literally only peeling them off of here. You're not really missing anything. But they're super size. And as you can see, they're stamping very nicely. I don't know what is going on with my block. Look, I'm gonna have to go and wash my hands. Look at that, that's awesome. And then the last one that's on here of the big ones. Oh no, there's two here. I didn't realise that. Okay. Don't want to put it down there because I don't want to get my desk all covered in ink. Oh, I'll tell you what, let's put this one down here that we know's dirty, and then we can use that. So then we've got this one. Awesome. And then the last big one is this one. Which again is another receipt. And we're going to put that one on there. And again, that's come out brilliant. I'm going to get rid of this darned filthy book. So yeah, look, that's the stamp set that they sent me. It's awesome, isn't it? And I believe it's ridiculous. It's about £2 to buy. I've got a wet wipe here. Can I get rid of some of this mess? Yeah, look at this. Without having to turn you off and leave. I mean, it's not like my kitchen's a million miles away, but I've already put you on pause once, haven't I? Right. Let's see if we can clean this off as well. I don't know why it's so yucky. Look at it. Anyway, that's not your concern, is it? Let's get rid of them papers. Now, what we're going to do is we're going to create ourselves a little invoice folder. So, I need my tear ruler first of all, and we are going to tear these so there's that one. I don't mind that's torn like that. That's quite good. Adds to the worn effect, doesn't it? That one. Southern Railway looks like our mad scientist has been on a trip. There we go. Obviously you can keep all these. It's just that I've got so much of it, I feel like I don't need to. So, Stamp and tear basically is the order of this, and then I am going to find some paper from our plastic sleeve that we're keeping everything in. Going to make a little tiny folder with just quick folds and put all these in so that we've got like a bill folder, or you know, an account folder, or whatever you want to call it. And then this one, where I stamped it very badly, that's the same one. What I'm going to do is I'm going to tear it sort of by hand. You see, and get this weird shape at the top, then across the bottom, and then again we've got this bit where I stamped badly in the middle. So I'm just going to do it like that. Okay. Now obviously you could go in and ink all of those edges, but I don't feel like I've got any brown ink with me at the moment, so there we go. That one will go beautiful, won't it? So all I'm going to do is a very simple basic envelope. So I'm going to go fold just under a third like that, and then I'm going to fold it over like that, and then I'm going to fold this bit in like that. Okay. So we've got like this fold. Now we know we need to trim it, because although that is the right size for our page, I don't want it to be the whole page length. So I'm just taking a bit off there like that. Okay, I am going to get my brown ink. I can't help it. The job's worth doing and all that. So, get some brown distress ink. There we go. So, I'm going to put this on here. I'm going to get our brush. And we are going to do all of our edge like that. Not too worried about that, because that's going to be folded over. Like that. But we are going to see all of that area. So just age it up so it's not such bright white, like that. That's now going to glue down there. That's now going to glue down there. However, we want to strengthen this tuck. Just look, honestly. I don't know why it's so covered in ink. We're just going to fold this over like that. Right, so I'm going to put a little bit of glue down this side and press that home like so. I'm then going to glue the top and the bottom and just make a very simple envelope style folder. like that. For some reason that hasn't quite stuck, so just put a little bit of glue on there. Okay, and then this one as well. Okay, that's going to fold over like that. And while we've got it, we might as well do it, mightn't we? So, especially this one that's all damaged, just put a little bit of ink on these. And then that one is going to go in there. We might even need to fold it over. So that one's going in there. And although it's very thin paper, it makes it a bit more authentic, but it does add 4 journaling space on the back. That one's going to go in there. This one, just put them all in, basically. I just think it's lovely to have all these little bits of invoice in there. It's part of our journal. And then these 2 narrow ones will go in that side, like that. So go through your stamps, see what ones you've got that look like invoices, and then when we get an actual pocket on, say there, we can put a pocket at the bottom. And then we've got this packet of invoices. So there you go. Today was all about windows and invoices. I hope you found some joy and inspiration with that today. And as always, I would like to say a huge thank you for joining me. Stay safe. I'll see you very soon. Ta-ta for now.